Whenever you're ready.
Hi OFB readers, I'm Elisabeth Meinecke here for OFB TV along with Ted Starkey. We're coming to you after the Caps just beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-3. Ended up being a pretty interesting game, but I think probably one of the biggest storylines that come out of this was the Troy Brouwer hat trick.
Yes, Brouwer had his first hat trick since the AHL days. He had 2 goals early, and then he got the third on the empty net, which turned out to be the game winner because the Tampa Bay scored a goal with 11 seconds to go and made it a lot more interesting than it probably could have been.
And one thing that's always interesting about Brouwer is, Weidman told us at the beginning of the year that Brouwer is a complete player. He finishes his checks, plays the game the right way is really what he said. And you can tell that as well going into the second period, going into the third period, he had actually 5 hits. So didn't just prove his worth on the scoreboard, but also physically as well.
Yeah, it was a kind of a chippy game too. He had Carl Alsner with his first NHL fight, first fight since juniors in 2007.
Against Steve Downey, no less. Steve Downey came into the game with over 100 penalty minutes. So he and Carl kind of went at it, and Carl said that, overall Carl lost, but I think it was a fairly good showing for Carl's first NHL fight.
I think Carl, he said he was a teammate of Downey's in the World Juniors a couple of years ago and knew what kind of player he was, but he thought it was important to stand up. And his first time in his NHL career, he never fought with the Bears, so it was interesting.
And though Hunter told us in the post-game presser that he hadn't said anything to Alsner yet, Alsner told us that both Hunter and assistant coach Jim Johnson came up after the fight and said, "Good job." Alsner said, he just thinks that they appreciate when someone steps up for the team and it fills a role like that, and Alsner said he was happy to do it tonight. One other thing is the tempo of the game was kind of interesting, especially compared to the Pittsburgh game where the Caps did have a lot of energy in the third period. They kind of reversed the way their energy was going tonight.
Yeah, they started out quickly. Tampa actually lost the night before in a similar fashion, falling out down quickly to the Carolina Hurricanes. And tonight the Caps got in early, but kind of when they got the 3-0 lead, Tampa started to chip away at it. The game got a lot closer, and I know afterwards, both Carl Alsner and Carl Alsner were saying that how these were must-win games because you're playing games on back-to-back nights. And the next 2 games in the homestand, same thing. Sunday they play Carolina, and Tuesday play the Islanders coming off the game the night before. They said it's almost a must-win to get these points out of it.
And Jay Beagle said that they just have to be better in the third period. They had a good third period against Pittsburgh, but tonight was not so, and he said they have to be better on that. So we'll see if they're better about that Sunday when they face the Hurricanes, and we can do a video then. Thanks.